Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Mirror Mysteries. So we made some progress. Let's go back to where we were. We got 2 areas cleared out. I imagine at most there's 3 or 4 more. We're doing the pendulum there. So even before, as I was wrapping up last recording, I saw right here was a chain, and we found the chain before, so that should work. And then we're looking for all of this stuff in this mess. There's all kinds of keys in here, but none of the keys in here are the key we need for the other room. And then matches are going to be a nightmare because they'll be tiny. Almost certainly. You kind of wish you could pick up things and place them down. I suppose that would be your Unity or Unreal 3D variant of a hidden object game. There's been a lot of 3D games where there's some object that could get hidden under other objects, but in a 3D environment. But I've never seen anybody actually intentionally set it up that way. And that might be interesting if you could just pick up things, spin them around, and then look at the things under them. Of course, it also might turn into a nightmare when you start moving around the thing you were supposed to pick up by accident. I think we're gonna need the magnifier here. Is that a match? Yes, I believe it is. I can't see the circle reticle very easily. It's just right in the center of the magnifier, but depending on what background it has, it's kind of hard to see. 2 matches found. Is that something? No. No, nothing there. Here's a match. What am I gonna do with all these matches? Everything we pick up combines into something and gets used for something. There's another match. And that just gets combined as to 4 matches. I don't know what I'd do with that. Here. Here's a spring that's down there. Here's 4 matches to go in the matchbox. Okay. We'll place that. So it's like we have to set the scene exactly as it last was to find something. For some magical reason. I don't know why. Is that a key? I think it is. Yes, it is. That's the end of a key. Let's see. And we were told last time that if it was faded out, you couldn't find it by default. But does that mean some of these objects over here that I can barely even make out here? I wish you could zoom in here and use the magnifier over that. Let's see. I think that's one. Little hook there. We need a screw, and we need what looks like a dowel, if that's what that's called. Of course, the question will always be how fast until we look for a hint. There's the key. That's a key for another area. See, I just don't know what these things are. They look like little squiggle lines of something. Are they springs? Well, we do know that they'll be rotated the same way. So if they're straight up squiggle lines this way, you, like, if it's something written on the paper and they're actual, like, signatures or something, I should be able to find them. How about that? Is that a string for anything? No, it looks like chopsticks. There we go. Hidden so you can only see some of it. I'm starting to figure out the tricks here. Sometimes objects are inside other objects, sometimes you can't see them at all, or you can only see part of them. Interesting. This is it. Yeah, it goes right there. So we need to find these. Like this long black thing. Here it is. And then this cylindrical silver thing. At that angle. Here it is. So this goes on the pipe. It's a tobacco pipe fitting things, whatever. I'm not familiar with smoking, so that explains why I didn't see any of that or get any of it or understand it. Where's this big round one? There it is. And then what's with the rest of this? I think I'm gonna have to ask for a hint for these little squiggly things. Because I don't even know what they are. I can't even see them here. Show me what that is. It's just squiggly engraving on a piece of paper. Alright, now I see what they are. They're pieces of paper with squiggles on them. There's another one. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, or should have figured out that if I see squiggles, that's probably somebody squiggling on the piece of paper. So, is there another one like back behind that? Right there. This is the third one. And that makes a letter. Where would the letter go? Not there. There? Interesting. Where else was there the place? I didn't see a space to place a letter. But we know we're supposed to place it here, and it looks like you're supposed to put what looks like a pair of clippers or pliers or scissors in there. And this doesn't match the shape of the letter. It's a mystery. Some may even say it's a mirror mystery. Like, we could try to put it there, And we can try to put it here. Maybe the problem is because I'm zoomed in. Not really. I haven't... Oh, there it goes. A letter goes in the envelope. So we're done for now. Try to look someplace else for more objects. Be sure to not to miss anything important. Same "you're done from now" prompt we've seen for a while. So there's 2 objects that need to be placed here, 2 objects that need to be placed here, and 2 objects that need to be placed here. But I don't see any reason why we'd want to go backwards. Let's just go forwards for now.
What kind of person leaves the kitchen in a mess like this?
So I would say that having the kids be kidnapped in the evil mirror is probably unnecessary motivation, and the fact that they are immediately admitted to being kidnapped instead of saying, oh, they ran through here, I'll help you find them. You could certainly spin the story in a different way and still have people, have the player somewhat motivated to go through this adventure. And I'd much more enjoy the thought of this being a free-wielding, no danger adventure than trying to say, well, I'm desperately seeking these objects only because it will get my kids back. Just seems unnecessary. It is getting messier and messier each area we find, full of stuff. Let's see, is that something? Looking for a thimble. How about this button? Yeah, that's one of them. Time to pull out the magnifier. Just slowly, methodically looking everywhere. There's another screw. I was over that area. I saw that. No, I didn't see it. That's what I'm trying to say. Just because it's so small. Looks like we're going to be looking for pieces of broken glass here. Maybe you can't find the thimble until something else happens. Is there something back behind that? Is that a screw we need? No. Just look all around. Make sure we don't get distracted by the big objects such as that big screw so that we miss the small screw right next to it. Here's a piece of glass, it seems like. Let's see, we're looking for a green button. You'd think a green button would stick out. There it is. Then we have an orange button that we're looking for. That's not an orange button. There's a yellow button hidden behind the cheese, or by the cheese. Where's the orange button? Where's the other dice? 2. There's piece. Slowly we search. I doubt there are gonna be any more gameplay mechanics that pop up. I don't think we'll have like a flashlight or anything like that show up in the game. Maybe we would, but I doubt it. Is it time already to ask for a hint? Might be. Is that a piece of glass? Yes, right there. Have we seen anything that has like there's another piece of glass? No, that was the screw. Never mind. Do they go there? Yes. Okay. Have we seen anything where there was an object on top of another object? Is that a piece of glass? Yes. So that whole thing is just another shared item. We have like a cork or something that needs to go in that. But right now we're looking for a button and a dice. And that's all it seems that we need. It shouldn't be that hard to find a button and a dice, yet it seems like it is. There's the dice hidden way in the background there. And again, that's shared object, so we've got that. And then there's this thimble, which is, I suspect, hidden behind something. It seems like, at least. Like, right here is where the thimble goes, but it's missing. So where's the button? Button, button, who's got the button? Is this a button? No? Hidden behind all this stuff, is there a button? Not that I'm seeing. Is that the button right there? This giant piece? Don't think so. Well, I guess it's time for a hint. Oh, it's right there. Now I see it too. It would have, if it had been a snake, it would have bit me. So we're done for now. We don't need to read any more of that note. And so that moves us to the corner shelves. There's one more object to find there and two more objects to place. And there's two more objects to find here and two more objects to place here. So we've got like 4 objects now, but we need at least 2 more shareable objects.
I really hope the kids are all right. There are probably some things here that can help me fix that clock.
I don't even know why you would tell this story like this at all. Why not have the kids go through the mirror and then have this adventure and fun time and then search for things just because they're naturally inquisitive, instead of telling us the storyline, which I guess we're getting a bit of a story here, which that is interesting at least, it's definitely something to applaud the game for trying to put a storyline in a game like this. There's a screw right there. Most video game creators of hidden object games are making hidden object games because they lack certain abilities, and one of their abilities has a tendency to be to tell any kind of story whatsoever. But they're trying. Yeah, they're doing something, which is applaudable. What's also interesting is the perspective as far as games on Steam, bad games or small games or short games, is pretty skewed to some really, really awful stuff. And so when you see something that's just a mediocre cell phone game, or that at least looks like it is just a mediocre cell phone game like this, that was my first impression. I don't know. We'll have to wait till we get to the end to see how accurate that impression is or not. But when you see something like that on Steam compared to games that just look like people have painted it in MS Paint, this gets lifted up a little bit. Like when I saw this game, I said, okay, it looks good enough. It's at least worth the 99 cents or so I paid for it. I don't know how much I paid for it though, because I may have gotten it with a bundle. There is a sequel to this, Mirror Mysteries 2. We need a thimble. We need a couple of cogs. We need several of these things and several of these things. Let's bring out the mirror, the magnifier. Something goes there. All the buttons I would have ever wanted are here, but now that doesn't want me to find buttons. Maybe it's taunting me by... Does this go here? Yes, it does. Okay. Maybe the game is taunting me by showing me things that I would have wanted. There's the thimble. In the other locations. But that may not actually be taunting, that may actually be the way that you solve the puzzles. There's an object. I can match the picture to the picture a lot of times, even if I don't have a clue what the pictures are. Let's see, is that one? Yes, it is. Is this one? Yes, it is. So that was 2 ropes, and now we have what looks like a shoehorn. So I bet what those were 2 shoelaces and a shoehorn. Key goes in there. Does that work? Nope. I think that key would have to be the right, same orientation. If they start violating their own rules to the game, it would become rather difficult. See, a shoehorn goes right there with the shoelaces. There we go. So we just have to find the shoehorn. Plus we have a couple of gears and things to find. Is it one of these things? No, that would be too many clicking. Too much clicking going on. Is this a paintbrush? Yes, it is. So we got the paintbrushes. They're for a different area. We have a couple of these things. How about this? Is that something? I guess not. Is that something? No. There's one. How about that little tiny black dot right there? Nope. Is that one? Yes, it is. So we're looking for a shoehorn, which I don't think is back behind that. We're looking for what looks like some kind of wood carving. And we're looking for gear, which I just don't see any gears at all. Not even close. Is it time for a hint? Let's see. I think it might be. Here's the wood piece. Found it. So we know where that goes. I don't think there's gonna be another area in this level. I think we're gonna be done. See, we've got the shoehorn, which we don't see a shoehorn on it. Like right there is where the shoehorn should be. So where is it? And we don't see a gear hidden around here anywhere either. If we take the bigger perspective and just look for a second. Nope, don't see anything. Give me a hint. Right there? Oh, it's in the background, so that's why I didn't see it. So that goes right there. For that. And I kind of want to take just another minute to look here for the gear, but since I've already admitted to myself I don't know what it is, I should just click hint. Notice that the hint takes a few seconds to fill up, so you can't just click hint, 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 hint. This would be a terrible game to speedrun though. Well, it might be actually a very interesting game to speedrun because it would just be, can you memorize where all the things are you need to click on and in what order. But I don't know how many people would really bother to try that. It would be an interesting performance for sure. But can you beat somebody who would just sit here and click hint? Almost certainly. Let's see. Like right here, there's no gear there. Yeah, there's like no gear there. No, I have to place the buttons here. And that was the only thing that was left to do. The gear has been cleared out. Interesting. Interesting. So there's like, we're done for now. We could go to the clock room and place 2 objects. That would be the next step in this. And then it immediately says we're done for now. So we go to the lost clock. And let's see. There's something we can do here. We can put the key.
Excellent. You have unlocked the clockwork. Hover your cursor over the doors to see them glow. That means you can enter it.
Interesting. And so now that we have an intersection here, what does that mean? We can take this screw and then that gives us a full gear. And then are we done for now? The game doesn't seem like it wants to say that we're done for now, but I don't see anything we could click on, nor do I see any collectibles. There's just the key, and right now the key says that it's, oh, I can put something there, but that's not right, and that wouldn't be 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 right. Interesting. And as soon as I get out, it says you're done for now. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, one thing I'll tell you, it is accurate. We are done for now. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.